morning, everyone. Welcome to 10 minutes of yoga every day, day 5. And we are slowly adding on as we go each day. Excuse me, still getting over my cold. So again, we're going to do similar today. We're going to find some stillness to begin with. And then we're just going to find some nice gentle movement. Add in a couple of movements we haven't done yet, but maybe some of the ones you may have heard of in yoga. And I always remember right at the very end to double check those settings. Apologies. We're going to add in some extras today. Do some nice gentle poses, and we're going to end. I'm going to give you a number of different ways that you can end today. So you can find your own option, feel into what feels good for you. So getting straight into it, finding a comfortable seat or beginning lying down if that works best for you. And finding somewhere to place the hands just for a couple of minutes, and then closing down the eyes if that feels comfortable for you. Just taking stock of what's around you, your surroundings. If you can hear any other sounds and noises. And then just bringing your awareness inwards. So focusing on your breath, not changing anything at all, but just bringing your awareness onto your inhales and exhales. Checking in with yourself, just having a little think about how you feel this morning or this evening, depending on where you are in the world. And then if it feels comfortable, maybe beginning to deepen the breath, so lengthening your inhales and exhales. Maybe inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose or the mouth. And again, we'll be using the breath to move us through our physical practice. So keeping our focus onto this deep breath, as it helps us to move through the next few minutes. Blinking the eyes open. Let's just begin with taking some nice gentle nose circles just to stretch through the neck. So maybe taking them clockwise first. So as you come up, inhaling as your chin comes towards the ceiling. Exhaling as your chin comes to the chest as you gaze down. Inhaling as you gaze up, filling up your lungs. Exhaling everything out as you come to look towards the ground. Inhaling. Exhaling. Coming back through center, let's take it the other way. So take an inhale first in that kind of neutral space in the middle. And then as you exhale, going anti-clockwise this time. Exhaling as you gaze down towards the ground. Inhaling as the chin comes up towards the sky. Feeling that nice deep side stretch down one side of the neck and into the shoulders before it moves down onto the other side. And then just meeting back in that neutral position in the middle. And this morning we're going to come to all fours. So we're going to explore cat-cow this morning. So wherever you are, we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to bring the knees underneath the hip points. There's a few different ways you can do this. So you can come onto the tops of your feet and you can press those down into the ground, or you can tuck the toes. Whichever way feels best for you. I know, we're all made up completely differently. Some things are more comfortable for others. Just feel into it and see which one feels most comfortable for you. So for cat-cow, as we inhale, we're going to send the belly down towards the ground, gazing up, sending the chin up towards the sky if it feels comfortable. If not, feel free to keep that gaze straight out ahead. As you exhale, we're going to reverse the motion and we're going to press the hands into the ground, press the feet into the ground, curving through the spine, maybe bringing chin to the chest. Reversing that motion, dropping the belly down, gazing up towards the sky. Exhale, pressing into the hands and feet, reversing the motion. Feeling that difference in the spine as you move through the two different planes of movement. And just notice how this feels in your body. Notice how you feel today and how this is affecting you and how your body feels in its physical form. Coming back into neutral spine here. And then we're going to have a little go at child's pose this morning, maybe another one that you've heard of. So from all fours, there's two options. You can either keep your knees where they are, take them out a little wider if you'd like more of a hip stretch, bringing the toes together, and then sinking the sits bones back towards the heels. Heels, why did that word not come to me? And then you walk your hands forwards, forehead comes towards the ground. If that's not so comfortable and you don't want such a deep stretch in the hips, from that all fours position, you can bring your knees together, feet can come together, and the same thing happens. So you send the sit bones down towards the heels, walk the hands forwards, and bringing the forehead down towards the ground. If it's not a familiar place for you, you can take a cushion, a bolster, roll up a blanket, anything that you have to hand, and you can use this to rest on. You could maybe bring it for your head. You can find lots of different ways to modify this pose in a way that then makes it more comfortable for you. If it's completely not comfortable at all, there's no need to come to it. You could find a comfortable seat, or you could stay in all fours, completely down to you, but feel into it. Never feel pressure to come to a specific pose. From child's pose, hopefully you've been feeling into that deep breath. And then we've got two options to end today. Well, three. You can stay in child's pose if you're enjoying that position. You can come back up, swing the legs around, and come into your comfortable seat. Or if you prefer, you can swing the legs around and come into that final resting pose, Shavasana. Finding whichever version feels good for you, which you feel you need most this morning. And just close down the eyes. Allow your breath to return back to its natural rhythm. Let that deep breath go. But just bringing your attention maybe back onto the breath. Bring your awareness back inwards. And just noticing how you feel here. Reflecting on how you feel after those just couple of minutes, few simple poses. Acknowledging showing up for yourself, maybe trying something different. And I will leave you there. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. As always, if you have some extra time that you can spend either in child's pose, Shavasana, or seated, do give yourself that time, that permission to spend a little bit longer there. You're never going to regret it. But thank you so much for joining me, and I will be back tomorrow 8:15 UK time. Have an amazing day wherever you are.